So hello everyone. In this session, we are going to do Cloud Console overview. In last video, we have created the account, how we can create account, I'll show you the way how you can create account in AWS. Similar process is that here. And even I have shown you what you will get in your free tier account. I've shown you there on the live console. And what you will get in Azure is this one. In the same way, you will get $200 credit and 12-month free services on all these things. Always free on function and blob storage. Same process for the cloud, Google Cloud. Same thing, but you get free here in Google Cloud. So now we have to start overview. So Cloud Console overview is also called, sometimes it's called portal and sometimes it's called dashboard. Is a web-based interface that allow user to manage and configure cloud services without needing to use any CLI or API. Like from the graphic interface, you can use that. That I have to show you here. This is the graphic interface you can work. Either you can go to your different sections, like go here. Okay, you can go to your billing section. You can go for a security credential. You can find out your account ID here. So I will come on that also. So different service menu, billing dashboard, everything you will find there graphically. Just need to click and start working there. The source dashboard, notification, helps and documentation, accounts and managing, setting menus. So different categories that we have discussed already. Suppose you can go to compute, you can go to storage category, you can go to databases, you can go to networking category on the same console. Not like CLI or API JIT. You should be familiar by typing the command. Okay, with the help of console, you can directly by clicking, by watching it, you can do that. So if you talk about the terminology, very first thing is the region, geographical area where cloud resource run. Let's see it practically now in the console. What I talk, look here, it is a global region you are looking here. You are in the global. I mean, you can choose different regions here. So go to some service, console home, the console home. You will find here recently visited category. You don't visit any service till yet because the totally new account that we have created. So it's a total no service recently visited. No application is running. Nothing is here. But you can see here on the right hand side, right now you are in the Europe, Stockholm. That is a reason in you are working. You can choose so many reasons here. The North Virginia, Ohio, California, Oregon, Mumbai in here, Osaka, Soil. So you can choose in which region because all the services are not available in all the region and cost also varies. So by choosing the right region, if you create some of the resource in Mumbai region, if you create some of the resource in Mumbai region, then you will only find that resource when you come to the Mumbai region. If you just log in and you are a North Virginia region and you say I have created one of my virtual machine, but I'm not getting that. Yeah, you will not get that because you have created that in a Mumbai region. Look, if I show you AWS region, Global infrastructure. I told you global infrastructure. Global infrastructure. All around the world, there are 36 regions launched with this 114 availability zones. Maybe this can be new word for you, availability zones and regions. Regions, look here. If you go to the map, you can see here. North Virginia, Canada West. If you come to India, look here. One is in the Mumbai and one is in the Hyderabad. There are two regions in India. One is the Mumbai region and one is the Hyderabad. Green you are looking here is the launched region that are working. You can see here some few dots are green, maximum dots are green, some are red. So red means soon coming, like Kingdom of Saudi Arabia soon coming, Germany coming, not available, Chile coming, not available, Taiwan coming soon, New Zealand coming soon, but not available. But like in India, we have two regions, Hyderabad region and Mumbai region. So if you create some of the research in Mumbai region na, and you go to Hyderabad region, you will not find that. Or you go to some like Europe, Stockholm, you will not find that. You have to be in particular region where you have created the resource. Then you can see that. Then you can see that. So uh, that is the availability zone. Sorry, regions. Uh, so what happened? Look here. If I draw a diagram here, one reason, keep in mind, one is the reason and one is the availability zones. If when you see here, na, seeing here, na, if I go to here, uh, India, it's saying Mumbai region, and inside Mumbai there are three availability zones. Everywhere you see here, UI is the region. Within that, there is the availability zones. Everywhere you see that. Now, what is the region and what is the availability zones? If we start from base, my data center, I have lot of servers here, storage here, sorry, storage here, forget the short. Okay, everything is here within my single data center. Storage also available here, or networking device also available here. So it's my one data center. One more here. Here also some servers, some storage, some networking devices available here. So combination of multiple data center is one availability zone. Collection of multiple data center is known as one availability zone. So there can be multiple availability zone with the same infrastructure. Here also two different data center. One data center, one data center. So this is one my availability zone. It showed it's called A Z. A Z. So we have collection of multiple data center is known as availability zone. Clear? And the collection of multiple availability zone is known as one region. Clear? Collection of multiple data center is known as one availability zone. And collection or combination or combining multiple availability zones become one region. Clear? about the reason and availability. Next, VM, I think everybody knows. Instance, everybody knows. We have already discussed all these things already. One thing is the tags. Metadata to organize and manage cloud resources. Means by tagging whatever the resource you are creating virtual machine, you give tag him. Like it's my production environment, it's my development environment. Then logical grouping of that for billing and management. With the help of tags, you can do that. Hope these all terms are clear to you. Virtual machine, what is, we have already discussed a lot many times. Instance is the, we have discussed. Running a VM or service. Storage, bucket or blob. Blob storage is the Azure storage. Bucket is the AWS storage. Networking components. Security components. We already discussed that. So no need to waste time on that. So normally you will find such icons there. Official icon is this one for the compute, storage, database, networking, security, and monitoring of logs. Compute to run application and workload, storage, save files, object and backup, database, structured or unstructured data, networking, control the traffic and connectivity for the security and access and encryption, monitoring track, logs, alerts, and everything. So this term is clear. Reason, availability zones, VM, instance, bucket blob, everything has been discussed. So let's move to the here. When we log in here. So very first time when you visit here, console home, recently visited, what application is running. Right now we don't have anything here because totally new resource. Explained about this. This is the reason. Always keep it on. Be very careful when you're working here. It can be very confusing for you. Create some resource here in the North Virginia. Next time you log in into another reason. Like you go to Canada Central and you keep searching. I created a like resource for virtual machine or I created some storage. You will not find that here. You should be in proper reason where you have worked there. Where you have created that. So this is the user setting. You want light browser, you want dark browser, and everything you can do from here depending on your choice. Support center. Documentation is also important part, as I have discussed in my previous video also. Very much handy to know about the latest update, to latest documentation. Like if you go to S3, user guide, AWS glossaries, everything you will find here regarding the AWS. It's a complete documentation part, word by word. Always be in touch with the documentation part. With the notifications, user defined or AWS notification. Did you create the notification? One more thing here, if someone like I'm not, who is very much handy to work with the PowerShell command, so he can do it from here also by running the different PowerShell command. Who's very much handy to work with the command base or all that, so he can work from here also. Either you need to install the PowerShell in your system and then AWS management there you have to add, but by default it's available here. You can run any command here if you are comfortable, but I am not going to show you right now, but I'm telling you the option which very much help, and in command base or CLI using the PowerShell, we can work from here directly. Now, the main thing, my console is okay. Now come to the services. These are the services part. You can see here everything is here. You can search a particular service, like you want to start compute services, like you want to take EC2 part. You write here EC2, okay, you will get here and click here, start using that. But one more way, all services, analytics, application integration, blockchain, all are like compute service, container service that I discussed with you, database service, and networking service, security and anti-compliances, storage. So these are the service category. If you want to go to compute service, you want to create your either serverless or containers or compute services like EC2 you want to create. That's why I'm saying that time should be familiar with the word EC2, containerization and everything. So if you go to compute and from here you will get all the service like EC2. You'll find it here. If you want to start your EC2 service, you can see more here. Lambda, I have discussed with you. You can start from here. All the serverless application repositories available. If you go to container, if you start your containerization service, you can see here ECR, ECS, EKS that I was saying at that time when I was teaching you there. That time it seemed to maybe some seem to be like boring. What you are saying? What is ECS and what is EKS? You keep discussing about that, but you should be familiar. What you want to do? If you go to database, look here, Aurora RDS, Aurora DSQL, DynamoDB, we have already discussed there. Little bit, not complete, but at least I use this word at that time. Then go to networking. Here is the networking part. You see about the VPC. This is about like VPC. Okay. These are the other services, Cloud Front and Cloud Apps in the networking for connectivity and all. So if you go to storage section, in storage actually you can say EFS, we discuss about that, Elastic File Storage, S3, S3 Glacier, at least we use these words sometimes. And one more, we talk about block services, storage, like EBS. So you can directly jump from here also, EFS, Elastic File Storage. We discuss all these words. So this is the things you need to understand. You can add more veg here. So from here, once you visited some service, suppose I visited the service, compute service and EC2. From here, we can create our EC2 resources. We want to create some servers from here. We can do it from here now. So when we go here, dashboard of the EC2, what did it show me? Look here, launch the instance, dashboard, we come to the dashboard. So by default, when you create a dashboard, go to the dashboard of EC2, what it shows to us? No instance is running, no reservation, no IP and no key pair and all these things, blah, blah. You will get it now when you start in learning your detailed AWS system. Instance types, general purpose, if you remember, storage optimized, compute optimized. Look here, X for large, X for these all are the series. Some are compute optimized, some are memory optimized. So directly choosing from it is showing you by default how much CPU you are getting when you charge this. What is the architecture of that? How much memory you are getting? 30 GB of memory here. Okay, this is regarding the pricing or and all that. That for this particular server, you have to pay them 0.621 USD per hour. But for the Linux, it is 0.876 USD per hour you have to pay them. If large 36 server with 60 gig of RAM. So now depend you have to choose from here. Per hour rate is 3.406 per hour USD you have to pay. So we will discuss all this in our next video when we create some instance and storage path. So what we discuss here today regarding complete walkthrough our console. So next video we will go with the like EC2 instance creation